Running a restaurant is a complex operation, and managing everything from inventory to sales efficiently can make all the difference. At Bring IT, we offer a seamless, powerful integration between your restaurant's point of sale system and NetSuite, streamlining your entire workflow. I'm Bruno, the Director of System Architecture in NetSuite, and I'm going to show you how we can do it. Just run like a waiter. I'm going to Symphony, authenticating myself, and I just book like a beverage in a table. So I have here like a wine. I have here a bottle of wine. It was sent to the customer. The customer is paying. So like it's going to be paid in cash. This is just like a small transaction inside Symphony. These are the checks I have. This is the one we just did. So I can see here the number of the check. I can see here the wine. It was paid in cash. The same thing I can see in the other. So like this one, 301. So the same thing, I have the check number. I can see everything that was charged. I can see the chips. I can see it was paid in more than one payment. So let's see how this is going to be reflected in NetSuite, all those checks. In NetSuite, we have some configuration that's required. So inside our menu, we have here all the mappings that we should do. So the organizations, locations, revenue centers, order types, your tenders, menu items. So everything that you have in Symphony will be synced to NetSuite to allow us to do all the mappings and accounting. The result of all of these will be the checks. Going here to NetSuite, we can see like the last check, the 301 I just showed you. This is how you can see the check in NetSuite. This is the raw data. So I can see the same information we saw here in Symphony. I have here the menu items, the amounts, the totals, and everything. The same thing I can see here in NetSuite. So I can see my revenue center, the total paid. I can see the mappings from the subsidiary, the location. I can see the line. The same thing we saw there. I can see the items, so the same numbers we see inside the EMC from Symphony, the amount, the chips. I can see the tenders. So everything is here. The most important is from this check, I can see the invoice. And this invoice is here. The same thing we saw there, I can see the chips, I can see the items. The most important, the amounts and the taxes. From the same place, I have the invoice, but I have the payments. The same thing we saw here, that we had Visa, MasterCard, and American Express. I have the same three payments. So I have here, I just made a mapping for the same account, but I have the three payments splitted. So exactly what was done inside your check is reflected in NetSuite. Just show you one of the payments. I can see here one of the payments that was 1.5. I can see a 1.5 payment here as well. So exactly what was inside your check is happening inside NetSuite. And just to close, the wine we just booked. So the same thing here. Here's the check, just a wine paid in cash. We just did. I just have the same here. So I can just go to my checks list. I have it here. The same thing is reflected. So the amount, I have the payment, I have the wine, I have the invoice, and I have the payment. So it's everything synced to NetSuite. With Bring IT and NetSuite, contact us today to learn more about Restaurant 360.